Hello and welcome to another Kundalini chat. I'm Kristin of Cherry Blossom Spirituality and I hope you're doing well. I offer Kundalini Transmissions and I'm writing a book about Kundalini and awakening and ascension on a spiritual journey. So anyway, I make these little videos every once in a while just on thoughts that are coming up about Kundalini and trying to demystify it in a grounded, earthy way. Even though it's obviously always going to be mystical, I'm trying to help others understand it that are interested in it from what I've learned. Not that I know everything, but I'm happy to share what I've been learning. And one of those things is the rainbow light body, which we're going to talk about today. And it's a really cool subject. Really fascinating stuff. So let's get going. On someone's process of spiritual awakening, ascension, merging with the higher self, Kundalini flows more and more. That's what happens. And I've explained that in other videos, how we're clearing blocks or tension and allowing this life force energy of Kundalini to really flow through us. And that helps us to embody higher vibrational frequencies in ourselves. So we're like bringing the high frequencies in our bodies, right? And this is an electrical life force energy, and reaching higher states of consciousness is also grounding that in. Doing shadow work is clearing the way to ground all that in. I digress. So this whole time that we're doing all of these things, we're having the higher self, which is very high vibrational frequency of our soul, our oversoul, starting to merge with our human vessel. What's happening is we are forming the rainbow light body. We all have an energy field and an aura that people that do clairvoyant work can see. I tell people their aura color when I do like psychic readings at the beginning of the reading. I close my eyes and I tune in and I see colors. But the rainbow light body is different than that. So it's even more light than a normal human. That's the concept anyway. And we build it over time through our spiritual practices. The physical body is transformed into more and more light in this process. We become lighter and brighter during this, the atomic level, the quantum level, cellular level, There are examples in ancient texts all over the world of ascended masters who have achieved this robe of light or enlightened high vibrational frequency state, and the most well documented are in Tibetan Buddhism. Wow, if I can speak. Look it up. It's so fascinating. If you're interested in this subject, I recommend you research the Tibetan Buddhist monks and people that have witnessed rainbow light body with them. There are several accounts of monks whose bodies dissolve into light at the time of death, leaving behind only hair and nails, because these are dead tissues, right? And then there's other ones where their bodies have literally shrunk and it's just like a little torso and a head. And when that happens, witnesses see a visible rainbow of light emanating at the time of death. Isn't that fascinating? And there's other texts where, and artwork depicted as well of not just light around the ascended master or religious figure or prophet or whatever, teacher, but also rainbow. And I think that's really, really fascinating that there's so many different cultures that have this kind of rainbow light emanation that is recorded in them. There are theories that the attainment of the rainbow light body is the physical ascension into a higher dimensional plane of existence, and also allowing oneself to travel to other star systems. So it's almost like this idea, the theory is that instead of having to leave your physical body behind to astral travel to these other dimensions or other star systems, that you literally up level the frequency of your physical body so much so that it's like a plasma state or crystalline, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of different theories out there, but that is the rainbow light body. Really, really interesting. I believe that the rainbow light body is the manifestation of full merging with one's higher self and is our natural path of evolution and ascension as humans. I believe transforming one's consciousness to these higher levels of awareness to get to this point is typically a subtle and incremental process that happens in layers. Each purging makes one lighter and able to embody more of one's true soul essence, which ultimately is love. Which is what I believe God Source Creator really obviously embodies, light and dark and everything else, if you believe Gnostic teachings like I do. Not that I consider myself a Gnostic per se, but I believe in a lot of the teachings. And the core of God Source Creator is that pure unconditional love and light of pure wisdom, Sophia, as the Gnostics call it. So it's like we're becoming more and more pure, more and more authentic, more and more like our soul's essence, which is a spark of the divine, which is the creator, which is that light and love. I think that different spiritual practices and ways of living, and perhaps even substances like monoatomic gold, can help us on this path. Different processes and tools can help at different times for each individual along their journey. So what works for you at one moment may not resonate or align as much the next. And same with other people. You know, there are many different paths to grow spiritually. And I'm not trying to rank one as better or worse than another. I think there's multiple ways to achieve this rainbow light body enlightenment. But this is the goal of the human body. That is what I believe. So it's scientifically proven that humans emit light of biophotons, and I believe the continual, consistent pursuit of spiritual growth clears darkness within, transmutes it, to emit more and more light. Kundalini energy is the electrical pulse to shine that light. We are transmitters and we are receivers, because we also soak in the photons from the sun and other living beings in our interactions. As Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches, our thoughts are electric and feelings are magnetic, and how you think and feel creates your electromagnetic field, and how you interact with the quantum field. All that is, and the interconnectedness of all that is, right? I believe that spiritual growth shifts us at a cellular level, activating our DNA in new ways and shifting one's observable reality through quantum shifting. It helps us to heal and develop supernatural and psychic abilities. And I think our Ascended Masters were trying to show us the way to attain this rainbow light body through their examples and their teachings, But it's not for the faint of heart, as it is truly a path of self-mastery and the dedicated. I highly recommend the work of William Henry. He has a lot of great material on the subject. And it's a really fascinating thing. I believe Kundalini Transmissions are just one of the ways to assist this process of forming the rainbow light body. So thanks for listening, and I hope this at least piques your curiosity or helps you to understand this concept a little bit more. Yeah, talk to you later.